Alrighty guys, 'tis I, Chrissy Girl. Welcome to part 21 of my Pokemon Black playthrough. And hopefully my blasted commentary won't go out of fucking sync. That annoys me when that happens. Anyway, in this part I'm taking on Skyla. Finally. Skyla is a flying type master. So generally the kind of moves you want to go with here are rock types, rock types, ice types, and electric type moves if you have them. I'm going over to Direwolf for Swoobat because Swoobat is also part psychic type and Direwolf has the awesome crunchy teeth of awesomeness. Not to mention that Direwolf is pretty defensive. Particularly where this thing is concerned. I mean, okay, Direwolf isn't the most defensive Pokemon you're ever going to come across, but he's certainly not bad at all. He's certainly a good choice for this gym. I think Skyla only has 2 Hyper Potions, because she used them both on Swoobat. But I also had the lucky advantage of lowering Swoobat's defenses, so this next time I knock it out in one hit. Yeah, that's the advantage of when you've played this shit before and you know what you're going to do before you actually do it. Sayonara, Swoobat. Okay. That's awesome. Next up is Pheasant, normal flying type. You can kind of tell just by looking at it. What I mentioned in the last part, you can kind of tell just by looking at it. Female Pheasants do look different to the male ones. They don't look anywhere near as attractive. None of that, you know, pink stuff they had on them when they were Tranquils, which kind of begs the purpose. What's the point? Anyway, I'm going to finish off on Pheasant. And I need one more Pokemon to go, and it's Swanna. This is her biggest hitter, a water flying type. I'm taking a bit of a risk sending Gale out against it because even if Gale is part rock type and has an advantage against the flying aspect of Swanna, Swanna has water type moves which affects Gale's rock type, you know. So in a way both of them are weak against each other. So really there's no winning and losing here. I really hope that Gale would be okay against Swanna, but you know, he's not, so I'm going back over to Pinto. And I'm going to heal up Direwolf so I can send him in there to finish the job. Pinto is basically just cannon fodder at the moment. Just throwing her in there just to take the hit while I heal up. You know, take the hits while I heal up Direwolf, because Direwolf's my hitter. You know, Gale would have been very useful had he not been weak to Swanna's water type attacks. I'm finding it easier actually just to record these off of YouTube, because when I'm recording them off of Camtasia it lags and, you know, the commentary goes out of sync, and this has actually happened to Sonic Heroes, I believe, but there wasn't really much I could do editing wise to that, and I was too lazy really, but it's easier just to record this shit off of YouTube and upload it that way. So I may just do it that way from now on. Anyway, I now have the Jet Badge, which is awesome, because now I can proceed onto, you know, up north, shall we say. She'll give you TM62 Acrobatics, which is a good flying type move if you haven't got a flying type yet that's already learnt it. It isn't just flying types that learn it either, though. I believe, like, the elemental monkeys might be able to learn it. I'm not 100% sure, but it certainly isn't just flying types that can learn acrobatics. That's one of the good things about it. And it is a strong move when you're not holding items. Oh crap, it's N! This guy's everywhere. Everywhere I look, there he is. Just staring at me and... creepy bastard. He's talking to Gale because Gale's the one that's up front in my party. So... yeah. It's funny because he's talking about how he doesn't want people to just use Pokemon. And, no. He wants them to be, you know... he doesn't want people to just use Pokemon. He wants there to be friendship and caring between the two of them. And yet, he's the king of Team Plasma, where they're all about using Pokemon and basically, you know, fuck caring about them and shit. And not even giving a toss about what the Pokemon, you know, how the Pokemon feels. It's just funny. Truly it is. Anyway, I'm gonna heal up. And then head on my merry way. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to quickly head into this house before I head north. Because if you beat the gym leader, or when you beat the gym leader, this kid will leave you a present at the end of the runway. So, once you've done that, head on down to the very bottom of the runway and you can pick up a neat little TM aerial ace, which... not the strongest move you're going to come across, but it's pretty good because if you use it, you will never miss. So a Pokemon could be using moves like Double Team on you so many times, fucking Emolga, and it won't make a difference. You will still hit them every single time. I like moves like that. So Aerial Ace is kind of handy on that ground, even if it isn't the strongest. It's funny how I see rustling spots and I just completely miss them. So, now I'm going to carry on north and... oh, I missed an item. I'll grab that quick. Max Ether. That's a good thing to pick up. That would have been stupid to leave that behind. Max Ethers and elixirs and things like that are very handy to have. Anyway, this house over here, you can heal up your Pokemon if you chat to the lady that's standing in front of the telly. Far too close to the telly. And the rest of them are just kind of like, just blah blah blah. At the moment, this house, well, I'll be returning to this house later on at some point, I would like to think. Telephone! Oh, mother! This is a fairly random phone call. That was a very random phone call. Okay. A Harlequin over here. Make sure you always keep moving while you're on these planks, otherwise you will fall into the grassy pits below. Where there are wild Pokemon who will jump up and eat you. Not really, but you know. Oh, Emolga, Emolga, Emolga. I'm gonna hopefully level up after I take out this Emolga. The plan is to, because Gale will evolve once he reaches level 37. The plan is, once he evolves, teach it Fly, head over to Nimbasa City and pick up Strength because I forgot it. Because I suck. Yay! Sigilith, okay. I'm presuming it's pronounced Sigilith. That's the only thing I don't like about some of these newer Pokemon, it's how you pronounce their names. It's like confusing. Okay, Direwolf is going to be my best bet here because of the crunching teeth of awesomeness. And, oh, only a little bit left. I'm wondering if Sigilith is much more stronger defensively than the Woobat evolutionary line. It probably is. I haven't actually looked. care. Poffis has just got a couple of levels to go and then he'll be ready to evolve, which is neat. Yay! My Gale is evolving into an awesome Archeops. About time! Is it Archeops or Archeops? The Archeops sounds weird. It sounds like... it makes me think of pork chops for some reason. I do not know why, but maybe it's the Cheops sounds. It's Archeops. Okay, so... I'm gonna quickly pick up that item before I fly back to Nimbasa. TM81X Scissor. Okay. Certainly not a bad item to pick up. Anyway, it is time to teach Archeops how to fly. Because now he can actually fly. So let's do it. Okay. Let's go back to Nimbasa City once I've finished faffing around. Check to see if any of these moves can actually be learnt by any of our Pokemon, though. It can't. Ah, fuck it. Come on, I want to go back to Nimbasa. So, I just need to select Gale. The map is displayed on the bottom screen, by the way, which is why you're only seeing names and shit. But it doesn't matter, because most of the good stuff's on the top screen anyway. Now we're back in Nimbasa. The HM strength can be found in this house over here. I do not know why I did not come into this house earlier. Maybe it's just because I'm an Egypt. But, you know, I've rectified it now. I have strength. I have given myself the strength to carry on. Neither of you have anything worthwhile to say. See, this is why you've got to talk to people. If you don't talk to people, you're going to miss out on shit like strength, which you actually do need. This lady will give you a soothe bell. I like the way that Pokemon Black 2 handled things, actually, if I must be brutally honest. I felt that Pokemon Black 2 handled things much better. You know, Black 2 and White 2. In Black 2 and White 2, all the HMs are given to you, so you don't have to worry about accidentally missing it because it's been hidden in some out-of-the-way place, or you have to talk to some random person that you wouldn't probably go up to. Or you've accidentally forget to go up to. You know, that doesn't happen in Black 2 and White 2 because every person, you know, it'll automatically get given to you at some point in the story by some important person that you come across or whatever. And I like the way that they handled it there. It just means that stupid mistakes like this where I forget to pick strength up doesn't happen. And since there was a strength rock in Route 16, I'm going to quickly move that out of the way and grab the item that was there. I mean, it probably isn't going to be worthwhile, but why the hell not? How am I going to know otherwise? I'm still not getting the item hidden behind that tree, though, because I can't be fucking asked to get Patrat out of the PC and go and get it. There's too much effort. I don't like cut. Strength is actually a decent move. Not just outside of battle, but inside of battle it's also pretty decent, you know, quite strong, and well worthwhile using as a battle move as well as, you know, outside of battle. So that's why I'm more than happy to have Direwolf no strength. Cut, on the other hand, is a piece of shite. I wouldn't recommend anyone using it. That's why I caught the Patrat for, just to slap some Cut on it, because I didn't want to use it. It's such a weak move. And, you know, strength isn't. Strength's really strong. As is, like, Surf. That's also a really good, you know, battle move. Fly's really good to use in battle. You know, it's just... Some of the HM moves are pretty decent to use in battle, just some of them aren't. you kind of had to get lucky, I suppose. Anyway, that trainer stood no chance against me. I mean, it was like level 23 against my level 37 Archeops. No chance. I'm gonna have to switch around actually, because Archeops is the strongest on my team, and I need to get the other guys all leveled up a bit more, ready for the next gym. Okay, it was kind of worthwhile coming to get it. TM66 payback. I'll never use it, but you know, it's a TM move. So anyway, I'm gonna fly back to Mistralton City now. I've done what I needed to do. I have finitaed round here, so I am gonna head back. Continue on my merry way. I've collected the HM that I missed. I finally have strength. Finally have the strength to carry on. Okay. So there's a couple more trainers I can battle before I finish this part, I believe. One of them is a Harlequin. First off, there's no hidden item up there. I just thought I'd check. Another Harlequin on the walkway, showing off. Let's see what you've got. What have you got to show me? Dynamo! Okay, that's actually a pretty decent Pokemon. Dynamo's an electric type. You can catch them in the Chargestone Cave, but they're not altogether too common. They're electric types, but they have the levitate ability, so they have no weakness in that regard. Because the only one weakness an electric type has is a ground type. And with levitate, that eliminates that weakness entirely, so Dynamo has no weakness. But that doesn't mean it can't be paralysed by Pinto Synchronize. I have used a Dynamo before. Well, to be specific, I've used its whole evolutionary line. It was really good. I strongly recommend it as, an electric type to possibly consider having on your team. If you want to use an electric type. Ducklet. Okay. Ducklets, and there's nothing to these. I have never actually used this particular evolutionary line, the Ducklet evolutionary line. I've debated it though. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of that quad weakness to electric. Then again, saying that, Froggy's got a quad weakness to grass, so really, I haven't really got much of an excuse. But with that being said, I think that's his only weakness, Froggy. Her only weakness. Whereas Ducklet's still weak to rock-type moves as well. Even if, rock types will go down against their water-type moves. I don't know. Maybe at some point in the future I'll consider using a Ducklet, but I don't know. At the moment I'm quite happy. If I have to switch my team up for Pokemon Black 2, I shan't be too happy about it, so I'm not going to. I've made up my mind. So Ducklet definitely won't be being used in the playthrough. And that is why Future Sight rocks. God, look at the amount of damage it did. My goodness. Tranquil. Okay. And it's worth pointing out that I think all Tranquil have those pink marks on them. So that's why it's really kind of strange that female Unpheasants don't have any pink on them at all when they evolve, but the male ones are just practically pink all over. It's kind of like peacocks in a way, where the male peacocks are really attractive and the female ones are just sort of like, eh. They're not that attractive to look at in comparison. They don't have all the pretty colours on them and stuff. Anyway, Pinto's not really going to be doing much good here because that Tranquil's just going to keep roosting on me. So I'm just going to be a cheapskate and use Gale because Gale is the man for the job. Okay. Ancient Power this loser, and I think that'll take it out pretty much straight away. Of course. Okay. So, that's that. I'm going to continue on north. I think there's another cave or something I've got to go through before. Yeah, Twist Mountain. I've got to go through that before I head to Icarus City. You know, reach Icarus City. What is it with these caves and stuff? Oh, goodness me. Hidden item over here. Ultra Ball. You can never, ever not have enough Ultra Balls. They are so handy to have. Oh, you again. I missed you after the Quake badge. I kind of had a feeling this guy was going to turn up at some point. I mean, yeah, I didn't see him after the Quake badge. He had to turn up at some point just to, you know, harass me some more. So, I don't think he's added to his team at all. He's still only got the usual 4 that he had last time I fought him, I think. Pinto's not going to be too much good here, I don't think. Oh well. Pinto, you just sacrificed yourself. I'm going to go over to Archeops, I think. Just... Gale can do this. I just can't be fucking arsed. I can't be asked to just slowly whittle down this thing's health, and Gale is the biggest hitter against this thing. Gale can take this thing out, no problemo. Only one more little hit to go. Well, Taunt's not going to do much good. All Taunt does is just make it so that I can't use non-physical attack, you know, moves that don't actually attack. So basically stat boosting moves. Stat lower moves, stuff like that. Simi Sage. Okay. Let's get the rest of my team leveled up because I need you guys to be all stronger, ready for the next gym and all that. Especially you, Tyrion. You're going to be my biggest hitter at the next gym. I need you to be leveled up, nice and strong and all that. Okay. One good flare blitz ought to take this thing down. So long, Simi Sage. I do admit, Simi Sage looks kind of cool design-wise. I like it. I like it a lot. Ignite. Okay. Go with the Frogmeister. And if the Froggy can't take it out, then I'm afraid it's going to have to be down to Gale. Ah, that kind of sucks. I hate it when that happens. It's an astonishing amount of Pokemon that just managed to avoid all my attacks. I mean, I don't understand it. Has my Pokemon really got that bad accuracy, or is it just I've got no luck in this game? This should do a good chunk of damage. That's it. Alrighty. I mean, yeah. Leftovers might be a bit of an issue, but really, it's not that bad. It revitalizes a little bit of health every turn, but really, it's not a big issue. And finally, Lipard. This crappy thing. Tyrion, you the man. You're up. I think Tyrion definitely needs to evolve soon, because as awesome as as physically strong, attack-wise, that Tyrion is at the moment, his defenses are really cruddy, really. I have to be honest. So the sooner he evolves into Darmanitan, the sooner things will hopefully improve. Ah, Citrus Berry! Yeah, I saw that coming. I did try to record this part once before, remember? Ah, oh, crap. I got knocked out by a Lipard. Oh, goodness, now I'm embarrassed. I can't slag this thing off anymore and say it sucks. I mean, it knocked out Tyrion. Come on, Direwolf. You can do it. Don't let it torment you. Knock it out. I think Return ought to finish the job. No, strength, I should say. I got rid of return in favour of strength. I don't know if I taught return to Apophis or not. I can't remember. And that's Cheren. Still question about what true strength actually is. You're looking at it, sir. You're looking at it.
I'm weak, so I lost. Oh, I'm feeling sorry for myself. Look at me.
Oh, fuck off, Cheren. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get stronger. Instead of whining about how weak you are because a girl beat you. It's not my fault I'm so awesome. HM3 Surf! This is awesome! Once I reach Icarus City, I think I'm going to do a bit of exploring with Surf before I actually take on the gym. Every little helps and all that. So, yeah, sure. You can try, but I highly doubt it somehow. Anyway, I think there's one more trainer I can take on before I head into Twist Mountain. And it's this guy here. Just some random hiker. That's one way of finishing a part, a random hiker. Boldor. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Direwolf isn't really going to do anything to this thing, so Froggy, you're up. You're nearly ready to evolve as well. That's good. In fact, quite a few of you are almost ready to evolve. And that certainly is not a bad thing. I need to get you guys ready and raring to go. Ah, crap. Sturdy. So easy to forget about that. Come on, Froggy. Don't know if... Do I heal you, or... Nah. We'll be okay. Girder. Cannot be bothered, so I'm just going to cheat and send Gale in. Why the hell not? Gale could come in handy in the next fight, or he could not. Actually, I don't think he's going to be any use in the next fight. You know, the next gym fight. But whatever, at least his levels are up there, ready and raring to go. He's ready to rock and roll, shall we say. Ready for whatever comes our way. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next part where we start exploring Twist Mountain.